hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Souls. As you can see by my souls counter, I've gone ahead and ground all of these mummy dudes out. I did in fact down the stairs get the rest of them as well, which is netted as a fairly healthy amount of souls at 71,000. So let's talk about Strayed and some potential future for this build then. So as you can see, he sells a few souls, homing soul arrow, and the one that we can actually trade the boss soul for. I think it's great homing soul arrow, something like that. Where are we? Heavy soul homing soul arrow. These are best for PvP. They move slowly. They do similar amount of damage to a normal one, but they are basically difficult to avoid because of how slow they go. So speaking about potential futures, then we may well end up spiking into dark magic. I've got memories of how overpowered this stuff is, so maybe if we start looking really kind of insane in terms of the stats that we're getting, maybe we'll branch over into that. There's going to be a point in the game where, and you guys will see it, where you can kind of do a loop and you'll get insane amounts of souls. We're looking like several hundred thousands a run. It's kind of mental. So we'll go over that once we get to that point, but that's not until kind of quite late into the game that we can start doing stuff like that. So for now, we'll just use the souls that we have to the best of our ability. Now, I'm quite feeling the need for more spells, and I know we need to get our agility up to 100, so attunement is actually a very important stat for me, just because I don't want to put any points into adaptability knowing that, well, we want to put loads of points into attunement anyway, so we might as well get it through there, and this gives us curse resistance as well, which is kind of nice. I don't know if we want that much right now though, so we should probably definitely do that. We should probably definitely do this, and we definitely want intelligence to start heading up towards 50. So we've got one in each, and we've got 2 spare points after that. Just gonna do the most work. The most work for me is gonna be these. Oh look, we only get 1 stamina a point there. I still think I want it to go up. I want to try and get an extra cast per round of things. These are definitely going to hit either 30 or 40. This is probably going to hit 50. This is definitely going to hit 50. So we've got 9 plus 19, which is 28, plus 18, which is 46. It's 18 again, which is 54. 54 levels left, so we're going to get us about 154. 154. So if we reach 150, we may start going into dark magic. Is how I'm feeling. That's going to help us out considerably anyway. A little bit more survivable, which is nice. Still no Estus flasks in a while, which is a shame. Either way, it's time for us to go on with the second half of the upper Bastille, I guess you'd call it, after the Sentinels. So we're going to go from Strayed to Cell. Obviously, the advantage that we've done here, and I should probably mention, one of the big reasons to clear out all of those enemies is they can obviously aggro whilst you're in there, and if they kill Strayed, you've lost one of the better spell vendors in the game, so we need to make sure that doesn't happen. Particularly for us, anyway. So, lots to get across here. First up then, let's deal with our little night boy. I could have taken this guy out as well, but now I was being lazy. Obviously, range is an issue here. It'd be nice to be able to outrange this guy and not have to deal with Mr. Crossbow dude coming firing at me from above. But we gotta deal with it. I didn't realise that one exploded. Wow. Luckily though, we can now do obscene damage. But I suppose it's not obscene yet. Not until we get the Staff of Wisdom, which I think I might go for after this. So usually I would go to an area called Earthen Peak first, but maybe we'll make a detour and get the Staff of Wisdom so we can start upgrading it. Because very soon we're going to get quite a lot of... Whoa! Oh yeah, I just remembered that there's a bonfire here. We could have had this instead of having to worry about Strayed. Doesn't matter, it's good that we unlocked him, so that's fine. But what's going to probably frustrate me now is, I'm going to say to you guys, it's actually a good idea to get rid of this archer here. Where's he gone? Save the gargoyles, the optional boss. I guess it's a pretty good clue that there's something that you're missing at least. And the reason I would advise... I wonder why there's only one. Why did I think there was 3 here? I don't know why I thought there was 3. Maybe it got reduced. I don't know. Anyway, this guy aggro's on you pretty much as soon as you get up from the bonfire, so... kind of annoying. You don't have to get rid of it, but... It's just annoying. There should be an item here. Ooh. A few more souls when we want to pop them. Was there something wrong this way? I think there was. Is it just a view? Yeah. Cool. So, careful as we go down this next bit. This is going to be a trap. Enemy type trap, not an environmental one. Where was that knight from? Did the archer drop off or something? Is that what that was? Don't know. But anyway, we're going to get rid of this guy here. From inside. Probably farm that guy out for some souls if you wanted. Now then. There's an item on that body that you can see just around the corner. Oh, why is there an archer there? This is completely not how I remember the game. Why did it disengage when he moved out? It was really weird. This is weird. Why? Why is it so strange like this? Oh, come on. Why is it not locking on? Come on out, I'm a mage. I need the locker. Does not want to lock on at all in this light. Okay. Now then. That's sorted. We can go ahead and grab this, which I believe is a human effigy. Yeah, thought so. Now, if you try going around there before you clear that room out, the night one comes out to push you off. Just be aware of that. And then... This area's going to be annoying as hell. I don't like this area very much. So we're about to burn through tons of spells, so I highly advise having some herbs with you. And not messing up too much. Before we get down then, just keep an eye out for the ledge. We're going to want to come across like this. It's not anything amazing, but if you don't, it'll annoy you. And I believe this is Lucatiel? Yes. So we actually need Lucatiel to survive the boss fight here to get one of our 3 successful bosses for Lucatiel's storyline. So what you need to do really then is clear the entire route all the way down and then come back for her. Now on the way is... Where is it? There it is. Flexile Sentry. The non-boss version. Now, I believe you can actually get up here, so be careful. Why is it not coming up? Usually it does. I don't know why I want it to, I'm just curious as to why it's not. And I'm quite happy to take advantage of you not getting up here, that's fine. Quick, get away for another big slash on me. I can't be taking hits like that, sorry. I believe there's only one of these here, but there are a couple of other big enemies we're going to have to deal with as well. So we want to deal with that first. Which took exactly half of my arrows. Kind of makes me wish I put my intelligence up more, because I probably could have saved a few with that many shots on it. Across for this one. And then want to go across to the other side where there's a secret, but I think if we're not careful we can get killed over there. So let's just... What is it? It's like a big... My memory is really betraying me. I feel like there's a big, like a big frog thing in here. Must have changed. I mean, the areas are still exactly as I remember now. There should be a secret over this end. Let's go. Maybe I'm thinking about the original Dark Souls. Now, be careful. You can't see the floor properly unless you use A. And you can if you wish to. It's not even clear with that. So just be careful in here because it is a ledge and you will drop off it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to walk out to show you. So let's just keep this off for now. We're gonna have to relight that anyway because there's some stuff we have to do on the other end to make the boss fight a little bit more palatable for casters. So as we get to this bit then, be careful. We've got lots of the exploded dudes down at the bottom, and we think we have a knight somewhere. There's one aggroed on me already. Come on, quick. They're really difficult to avoid once they aggro on you because you can't move properly in the water. We're going to come up on this left side for now. Go to this one. There's more around. Oh, where are they? One in there? Don't think there is. There's one across there. We'll get rid of you. Someone's signed across the way as well for when we want to go in for this boss fight, which we'll probably use. Haid Knight in here. Can't remember if this aggro's on me or not, or whether or not you have to attack him first. Yeah, you have to attack him first. Up the fire seed. That upgrades your pyromancy flame, which we got from Wharf. Can we lock him back in? No. Okay. So now we're going to go upstairs and do the other side. Careful as we come across. I think I can hear one in here. Nope. Must be next door. Okay, must be underneath me. Let me use the Bastille key to be able to get through here. Which is your ideal route to the boss fight if you want to have like a fresh fight with it. I mean, there's probably something to be said about clearing the boss and then coming back for this bit. But, I think we'll be okay for this boss. Just want to get some... I've got some normal life gems available. Let's just top a health off. Health off. Our health off. A little. So we've got to be careful here, look, stuff's going to aggro. Come on. There we go. It's you. Just gotta be careful. I can't remember how many there is though. Can't see more in there. It could be hidden in the corners, but looking okay-ish. Definitely one there. Ah! Oh, it's that one. Definitely hear at least one more. It sounds like it's behind me! Got lucky there. Right, if we get trapped with a load of them in here, we're stuffed. There's a fast locked in, that's good. That means we can get that area that I didn't do earlier done. Way more stressful than it needed to be. But it's done. Right, so before we bring the summons along then, let's go and deal with this end. Remember, right, there's an item down the corner of one of these sets of steps. I think, not this one. Could be wrong. Thought there was. Just, you can go straight through for the boss fight, but we're going to wait for that for a second. Yeah, here we go. Big life gem if you want it. Main thing you want to do here. Into these. Also require the Bastille key. And then we're going to use the bugs. And then we should be able to light this. This is basically going to light the room up, which will allow us to lock onto the boss, which is usually difficult for us to do. For a melee character, it's not really an issue. But for us, that's quite a large impediment, so we're going to defend ourselves against that. So we can now go and grab our summons. And we're going to dominate this boss fight. I suppose we might as well do it in this episode. We're only on 15 minutes, so probably about right. I'll grab you on the way back, that way you won't less likely to get stuck. It's not really an issue in this game. The pathing should be pretty good from this game onwards. Sort of you. Bastille, the other one we need to, preferably need it to survive. We should have enough damage between Grey Solar and Great Heavy Solar, right? Probably get this one out of the way first, so that way we're down to faster casts. Should we start losing support? Go our next boy. Oh yeah. Still sort of loot, no less. That's actually really handy. Big shields that attracts aggro. So Bastille, thank you for the way out. Lead them around the steps. Try to be just careful with them. They can get stuck on stuff if you're not careful. So it's a good idea to take in the path of least places to get caught up on. I mean, they should really be smart enough to go down the ladders, but you just never know. There we go. Come on. Sprint across here. Hopefully they won't knock each other off. That has happened to me. But no, we're good. Right, in we go. Photo time for the boss. I believe it's actually the bug. Usually makes it dark, but be prepared. Let's wait for some friends, shall we? There we go. It's very good at avoiding attacks. Yeah, the Great Heavy Solar is wrecking. Yeah, it's probably going to be dead before some loot goes down. Oh, come on. Stop missing, Joe. No real phases in this boss fight, so that's all good. Poor sellsword loot. I mean, you ask for it. Hey. I mean, let's do something that's barely a fight, right? Send all the damage in and you're good. There's an enemy down here, but don't be fooled, I'm sure there is. Positive there's a trick in here if you're not careful. Fragrant branch again, good. What's in here? There's something. Something to fool you, what is it? Thought there was. Never mind, I'm wrong. Just check around. I felt like there was something that could attack you in here if you weren't careful. Oh, well, never mind. I think that's technically like the first, like, main boss we've defeated. And it's weird, so only use this when you're ready to go back. You don't rest at this like a normal bonfire, it's just going to take us straight back to Bastille. I don't think there's anything missed with the old corridor. Both sides are there. There's definitely nothing else back here, is there? No, we're good. Back we go. So we have down the sewer towards Earthen Peak, or we have Brightstone Cove, Sildora. Now I usually go towards Earthen Peak first. There's something I want. the other way. So I'll have a quick think, and then we'll catch back up shortly. See you all soon.